Welcome. And on this YouTube video, we are going to be going over gods and goddesses and deities. That's right. Okay, basically, I'm going to be going over the two main uh, pantheons of gods and deities that have been widely known and spread throughout the world. Um, the first of the pantheon, well, first pantheon is going to be the Roman or Greek pantheon, which really goes off of their myths and bases of, oh, yeah, well, their basis of myths. Okay, basically, when the world was young, it was ruled by these big badasses called Titans. All right. Okay, the head Titan, his name was Kronos. All right, you don't need to know anyone else, just Kronos. Okay, basically, Kronos was having children with his wife or something, and once his children were born, he would eat them. Doesn't sound like a great dad to me, but anyways, one day Kronos had a child named Zeus, and Zeus's mother got tired of Kronos eating her children. I would be too. I mean, come on, why you gotta eat the babies? But anyways, so before Kronos could eat Zeus, she switched Zeus with a rock, and Kronos ate the rock instead of Zeus. For many years, Zeus's mom hid him away until he could become a full-grown man. Needless to say, Zeus was pretty pissed off at his dad. So, from what I understand, Zeus poisoned Kronos, and Kronos threw up Zeus's brothers, Hades and Poseidon. So, Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus continued to tear their father to pieces, making sure he would never come back together again. So once they have dismembered Kronos, they have locked him away, and they continue to defeat the Titans and lock him away. One Titan that you might know or heard of would be what's his name? Atlas. He is the man that holds up the world. I'm just saying, he has no relevance, but anyways. Once all the Titans were cast away, Zeus continued to divide up the world to gods. And basically, the Greek pagans would worship their gods coinciding with the region. So basically, if you lived by the ocean and you were a fisherman, you would be worshiping the god Poseidon. If you were a philosopher and you lived in Athens, you would be worshiping Athena. If you were a Spartan and you lived in Sparta, you would be worshiping Ares, the god of war. Okay. Basically, this is the pantheon that most people choose from. Now, you could choose this, or you could go with the Norse pantheon, which the Norse pantheon has Odin, the big bad motherfucker. Okay, Odin is basically the head god. In the world and the Norse mythology, is split into three sections: Upgar, Midgar, and Logar. And these three sections can be split into many different areas, well, subdivisions. But that's really not what I'm going over right now. But, anyways, Odin is the big bad motherfucker. The Titans in this story would be the giants. So, then, of course, there's Thor. Protector of humans, protector of our world. And his main enemy, besides giants, would be the world snake, which is pretty much the embodiment of everything evil. No matter how much Thor would fight the snake, the battle would never go to complete, and he would never be able to defeat it. It wouldn't defeat him, but he wouldn't defeat it. But basically, the Norse god, basically, the Norse pantheon has all its own gods. Okay, these gods would be set up and worshipped by regions as well. But basically, whatever pantheon you choose, that's all based on you. You could go by your cultural heritage or whatever draws you the most. Most Wiccan beliefs, they believe in the mother god, the mother of earth. They have a sacred symbol of the new moon, the full moon, and the crescent moon. And basically, they pray to her. She is the embodiment of all power. And in that belief, a lot of pagan based rituals are female power. Now, some guys are like, I'm not sure I like the sound of women being more powerful than guys. But think about this. Women do give birth, but it comes as a pair. A woman cannot give birth if she does not have a man. A man cannot have a child or be born if he does not have a woman. So, in my eyes, all equality goes to both sexes, because, like I said, within my religion and my beliefs, everything is yin and yang, salt and pepper, balance. Now, if people ask me where I draw my power from and where I would like to say I would be worshiping or what I would be worshiping, my answer would be I believe in the world. The great energy that is the world. The cycle of life, the current of energy that runs through everything. Some rituals I perform, I draw from trees, draw from the earth, draw from the energy of animals. It all depends on what I am doing. No, I will not bow to no God. I don't like the idea. Man has been a resilient species, and we will be very resilient. Now, some questions that people commonly ask are, how do you choose a god? Well, the first thing that I could tell you is that when you're going to choose a god or deity to worship, if you decide to, is what are you going to be using your magic for? What are you going to be using your rights for? What are you going to be doing? Okay. Now, if someone would be like, well, I want to, I want to add a little, I want to do magic for my garden. Garden magic. I would suggest the Green Man, Pan. Those are both pretty well deities. Some might say go the darker route and say, I want to, talk to the dead. I want to rabble in necromancy. Well, Hades would be a good guy to talk to, but be careful. Don't piss him off. The Norse god Hel, or Hellwise, however you want to pronounce it, she is the pretty much god of hell. Now, in these religions, these two religions, everybody goes to hell. But in both religions, there's three parts. There's the upper part, which is reserved for the honored few, where you will live and laugh in luxury for the rest of your life, well, rest of eternity. There's the middle part, where if your life's kind of been okay, I mean, you did what you were supposed to, you didn't really dick around much, whatever, you go to the middle part, you have a decent life for the rest of eternity. But you go to the bad part, well, there's the final part, the lower part, and that's the bad part. Okay, if you rape, pillage, plunder, broke your word, you go to these bad parts, where you will be tortured tremendously. In Norse belief and Greek belief, you go to a river. Okay, in Greek belief, you go to River Tartarus. And Norse belief, you go to the River of Knives. Okay, another question. How would I go about worshiping these deities? Which, that's a good question to ask. Always question how and why. Okay, basically, when you're going to worship these deities, you build your altar to them. I'm not much for building altars. I mean, I don't like them. But that's not my choice. But that will be in video 2. So, see you next time. Stay classy.